We've all been there. We see someone make a mistake. Maybe they stumble in their words. Perhaps they spill coffee on themselves. It's easy to judge. We might even think, I would never do that. But here's the truth. We're all human. We all mess up. We judge others quickly. It's almost second nature. Yet we offer ourselves endless compassion. We justify our own mistakes. We explain away our shortcomings. Why is it so hard to extend that same grace to others? The truth is, we're often hardest on ourselves. We create an idealized version of who we should be. This perfect image rarely aligns with reality. We hide our flaws and insecurities. We pretend to be something we're not. This constant pressure to be perfect is exhausting. It keeps us disconnected from ourselves and others. We build walls instead of bridges. We choose judgment over understanding. Social media has become a breeding ground for judgment. We scroll through carefully curated feeds. We see highlight reels of other people's lives. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparison. We see photos of perfect families, incredible vacations, and successful careers. We forget that these are just snapshots. They don't show the full picture. Behind the filters and perfectly crafted captions, everyone is fighting their own battles. Social media encourages us to present a polished version of ourselves. We filter our photos, choose our words carefully, and only share the good parts of our lives. This creates a distorted view of reality. We start to believe that everyone else is perfect except us. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, and shame. We judge ourselves harshly for not measuring up to the impossible standards we see online. Each of us has a hidden side. This is the part of ourselves that we keep tucked away. It holds our insecurities, our fears, our shame. It's the part of us that we don't want anyone to see. We suppress these parts of ourselves for a reason. We're afraid of being judged. We worry about being rejected. We think that if people saw our true selves, they wouldn't like what they see. But here's the thing, our shadow selves are not inherently bad. They hold parts of us that are wounded and need healing. They also contain our creativity, our passion, and our authenticity. When we deny our shadow selves, we deny ourselves the opportunity to heal and grow. We also miss out on the richness and fullness of who we are. We've all seen it happen. A celebrity has a very public meltdown. They lash out, make poor choices, or say things they later regret. The media pounces, eager to expose their flaws and failures. It's easy to judge these public breakdowns. We might shake our heads and wonder how someone could let themselves go like that. But it's important to remember that celebrities are human too. They feel the same pressures and insecurities as the rest of us. These public breakdowns are often a sign that someone has been suppressing their true self for too long. They've been living behind a facade, trying to live up to impossible expectations. Eventually, the pressure becomes too much, and the facade crumbles. These moments can be painful to watch, but they can also be a powerful reminder that none of us are perfect. We all have flaws and make mistakes. It's what makes us human. What if instead of hiding our shadow selves, we embraced them? What if we brought our fears, our insecurities, and our shame out into the light? This might sound scary, but it's actually the key to living a more authentic and fulfilling life. When we accept all parts of ourselves, we give ourselves permission to be whole. We no longer have to pretend to be someone we're not. This doesn't mean that we should suddenly start acting out our every impulse. It's about acknowledging our shadow selves with compassion and understanding. It's about integrating these parts of ourselves into our lives in healthy and constructive ways. Embracing our shadow selves is a journey, not a destination. It's a process of self-discovery and growth. It requires us to be honest with ourselves and to face our fears. Start by noticing when you judge others. What is it about their behavior that bothers you? Is it possible that you're judging them for something that you also dislike about yourself? Pay attention to your emotions. Our emotions can be valuable guides. They can point us towards the parts of ourselves that need healing and attention. Practice self-compassion. We are all works in progress. We are all learning and growing. Be kind to yourself, especially when you make mistakes. Remember that you are not alone. We all have shadow selves. We all have parts of ourselves that we're afraid to show the world. But when we share our stories and connect with others, we realize that we are not so different after all. When we embrace our shadow selves, we step into our power. We become more authentic, more compassionate, and more connected to ourselves and the world around us. We give ourselves permission to live a life that is true to who we are, flaws and all.